guys, I'm here to walk you through some more Photoshop. So we're going to move through these four tools right here. We've got our marquee tool, we have lasso tool, we have magic wand, and we have quick selection. There's a lot to go over, so let's get going. In this marquee option, you can right click. Let me move this over here. You can right click rectangular or elliptical. And so with the rectangular one, you can just come over here and it's kind of like cropping where you can do this. You can also change fixed ratio, meaning that it's going to stay the same width to width. So you can do like 5 inches to 7 inches. And that will mean, so if you're going to go and print it out, it would stay that 5 to 7. You can also do, fixed size is when you can do inches or pixels. So pixels, like if you wanted to make this a computer screen, like a desktop background, you can change the pixels here so it's not, it's the correct size. So maybe even with your websites and changing the photos so they're not huge would be an option here. Come and changing the fixed size and making them smaller pixels, or fixed ratio or fixed size. You can even change this to like 5 inches by 7 inches. And this one, it's important to include your units. And I know units are super fun. But let's say you take this and let's go fixed ratio and let's draw a new one. And you're like, I want to put a stroke around it. And what a stroke means is to outline the selection. So let's change that to like black. And let's make it 10 pixels. That's just telling you the width. 1 is really small, 10 is a little bit larger, and press OK. And then if you zoom in, we zoom in here, you can see that there's now a stroke, meaning a square around it. Maybe that you want to do that with an elliptical one. So if you want to make an ellipse, so a circle or something, you want to highlight something in a photo, you can then go and stroke. We'll change this to white and we'll make it, 20 pixels. Let's do 20, I think. There you go. And then you can just move it and adjust it, and it'll actually change within the picture. But you can just move it here. You could, if you don't want it to have the picture behind it, all you do is come over here and make a new layer, which is this button right here, and you make the marquee tool. You choose your marquee tool and your new layer. You want to be in that new layer, and the new layer is highlighted versus this one. Now I'm in the new layer, and I could make my circle, edit, stroke, 20, white, OK. And then now when I move it, I can go and highlight something like the flower. I don't know why it's not working right now. There we go. If you want to do the if you want to make a, don't apply. That's what I was stuck on. If you want to make a perfect circle, you press Shift, the key Shift, and then you draw a circle and it'll make a perfect circle. Versus here, you can make it like an ellipse. Okay. So that's the marquee tool. And we're going to just go edit, revert, so we're back to nothing on our beautiful image of the fireweed. Now the next one is the lasso, and the lasso is a really fun tool. If you right click the lasso, you have 3 options here. This first one is you hand drawing a lasso, and the way you do that is you click. I'll do that again. You click and you stay clicking and you draw whatever you want to draw here. Now say what's really helpful with the lasso, we'll just go a little here, you can go to enhance and you can change specifically like the levels in, make that part of just in the lasso darker for whatever reason. So that's one way to use the lasso. The magnetic lasso is really fun, and you can do, the magnetic lasso is looking for similar pixels, and it's going to follow along, and you can place markers by clicking, but you're just tracing along. You would do a much better job than I am doing right now, but you follow along what you want to have within your lasso, and you can be very detailed with this, coming in here. Or you could not. It's totally up to you. And this is part of your assignment. You're going to click to end it. And you just click close to your first marker and it should end it. And then you get the marching ants. And then you're going to press either Control-C, or you can come up here to the edit menu and click copy. See, all of these these tell you what you can do on the keyboard instead of coming up here and clicking. So you want to copy it. And then we're going to go, and you can either press Control-V or paste. And we now have a new layer. So now I'm in that new layer, and I can move, and oh my gosh, I just copied my fireweed. So now I have 2 fireweeds of the same kind. And then you can press Control-V again, and you get another layer of that fireweed. So then now I have 3 fireweed, all in that same angle, but you can move it down, you can, and the better you are at coming in here and being closer, the more realistic it's going to look. But your assignment is to do 3 fireweed on here. And if you want to do polygonal, that's where you just come in here and it's straight lines. So it's not as good. If you come in here, you would have to come in and just click like this, but it gives you another option. Okay, so that's the lasso tool. The magic wand tool, I'm going to actually edit revert. Magic wand tool is going to try to, you're going to click on a pixel and it's going to try to find all of the similar colors to that pixel. If you do that, you can do a couple of things. You can like copy it, because that's saying that color is being selected, and you can paste it, and then now you have a new layer in which you can move around. Oops. So now I'm moving that layer. Why can't I move that layer? And it's like a ghost of a flower, right? So that's kind of funky. You can also, let me go back. And you can delete it, so then you end up with like white spaces. So we're going to do different things with that. So that's the magic wand tool. The things with the magic wand tool is you can change the tolerance, meaning 32 is the preset, what it should come up with on your computer. If you choose this color, it's going to find close to that color. The bigger the number is, the less picky it is at finding the number. So let's move it up to 50 and try to click that again, and notice it selected even more. Okay, so that's that. And if you click contiguous, means it's only going to pick the color that is touching that color, the same color that's touching that color. So that's the magic wand tool. It can do different things. I'm not going to make you guys do anything with it. Other than, oh, I do want you, I changed my mind. I do want you to set it to 32. I do want you to choose a color, non-contiguous color in the fireweed. And I want you to go to Enhance, and I want you to adjust, yeah, let's adjust the brightness. Now let's enhance. See what Auto Smart Fix does. Did a little bit. You can also enhance the lighting and come in here and go to levels and make it just a little bit darker, so the flower's less overdone. Sorry, I'm like spacing out. The last tool I want to show you is this quick selection tool, and quick selection is like your favorite thing. So with the quick selection tool, you come in here, and I have a super tiny brush. You can change the brush size here. It's really big, but we'll try it. And it's going to come and select everything you're telling it to select. So this is another way to do your copying the flower if you'd like. Because this comes out, comes here, quick select, and so it's coming down there and you've got your marching ants already. Say there's something in here you don't want to include, you can select this minus here and you can come in here and you can get rid of it, right? So then it's just going to go in and take what you want. So I like the quick selection tool a lot. And it's really nice. Now say, oh, I meant to go over that. I forgot. Oh, say you do the quick selection brush. Now, instead of selecting the brush, maybe you want to mask it. So now it's becoming a lot more obvious what is being chosen, and you can change this color to whatever color you want it to be. I'm going to choose it to be black. That's not very nice. Let's choose it to be blue. So it's even more obvious to me, like, oh, I've got a little bit of extra stuff here that I don't want. And then you come over here, and if you want to add to the selection, you can come in here and use the brush to add. I have a super tiny brush head, so I'm going to move it up a little bit. I'm adding just what I want. And if I want to get rid of something, I can come in here and draw by clicking this button right here. That's the subtract from selection button, and come and subtract in here. And so that's the other option with the quick selection brush. So you guys are to take this image of the fireweed and you are going to recreate it by putting 3 different fireweed flowers in it. It is your choice how you do it. You can change the size of the flower. You can try to play with the angle so it looks a little bit more natural. But you are going to use either the lasso tool or the quick selection brush, and I'm sorry, and then and copying and pasting your flowers into it, and then I also would like you to put a rectangular stroke or outline around the entire image, and you can choose which color and style looks best. Thanks, guys. Good luck.